Hello everyone, it's Shaz here from Sharon Dalton Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Central Queensland in a little tiny town called Gogango. I'm happy to be here tonight. I'm not really knowing what I'm going to do yet, so all I know is we're going to be using the Country Woods suite of products, so the Country Birdhouse and the Country Flowers. So last weekend I went away to a retreat in Rocky for 3 days. It was such a lovely, relaxing weekend. I really enjoyed the fact that it wasn't frenetic and fast-paced and everything. So hello, how are you? Thank you for joining. I've just got to get my tablet set up and then I'll be with you. How are you, Karen? Thanks for joining, love. I'm just getting my tablet set up, honey. Okay, let's see if I'm live in there. There we go. That's what we don't want. We don't want to hear volume, so that's good. I'll be able to keep contact with everyone. So how are you, Karen? Did you go home and admire your cards from Coffee and a Card yesterday? Did you make some more? Yeah, so I was just saying we're using the products from Country Woods suite, and that's on page 50 and 51 of the brand new catalogue. Now, I went to a retreat run by Liz Gross, Heather Latham and Alice Galia on the weekend, and we got to play with the Country Flowers. So I've got some little sneak peeks from that. I haven't finished one of the projects, or maybe two of the projects, but I have done some of the others. So yeah, so make sure you leave me a comment, because anyone who leaves me a comment will get one of the cards we're making tonight. And I finally got around to putting all the cards and drawing for the last 11 weeks, 11 lives. So yeah, so make sure you leave me a comment and your name will go into the draw too. So tonight we're going to make 2 cards. I've got some blends from Liz's retreat. Now, because we're using blends, I'm going to use Memento ink because blends are alcohol and Memento ink is a water-based ink. So you need to have opposites. So please make sure you say hello, whoever's watching. I will get going. I'll point you up to the ceiling and then I will reverse the camera. I might have to adjust it just slightly. So if you get giddy, please turn away now. Okay. Hello, Bron. How are you, love? How freezing are you in Victoria? Or is it raining? Lovely to see you. I'm sad I didn't get to say goodbye. Okay, I'm going to flick you up to the ceiling now. What can we see on our desk? Very good. You're seeing all the right things. I'll just move everything up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Straighten this book up. And I'm just going to lift my camera just slightly. There we go. Well, I'm finding it a little bit cool here tonight. So these are the beautiful products we're going to use. I know what I forgot was my ribbon. I'll get it before I go any further. So we've got our petal pink and white ribbon there. finally got it working. Hello, Mum. How are you, love? Oh, that's good, Karen. I'm glad you got it working. Yeah, so this is the suite we're going to use. And when I say a suite, it's usually a whole range of products that you can order at a cheaper price. Here, you'll get your bundles for 10% off, and then all of these components go in the suite. Now, this is what I would call a mega suite. So yeah, so we're going to use some of these country lace papers, some of this ribbon, but I'll just show you what things we did. I can see I'm going around and round in circles there, girls. Can you tell me that I'm still live, please? Yeah, when we, oh yes, I can see it moving now. When we got to, hello Jules, how are you? Thank you for joining. When we got to the retreat on Friday night, we had to make our own little Birdhouse name badge. So these little flowers were on something else. So I fussy cut them out because I didn't get the dies with it. So I'll have to order the dies for that one. And so yes, we just had to decorate our own name badge. So that was our first project. And then our second project was this cute little box of tricks. So it was just one 12 by 12 piece of paper. I didn't actually take the scoring or measuring details for this, but I'm sure if you check out Liz's Lilybet's papers, she will be able to, she should have the directions put up there. And then we also had this piece that we had to decorate. I borrowed my friend Julie Hawkins's set before we went to retreat, and I've stamped myself out some on paper, on the Pretty Designer Series paper, and just on cardstock. So I'm just going to grab a teapot today, and I may grab a stool too. Let's have a look here. Yeah, there's a stool. So I'll grab them. And then I also did the same with the flowers so that I had something to play with. Here's one I've previously coloured in. This one here. So I love the blends because you can get, hello Lisa, hello Chrissy, hello Mon, how are you? Thank you for joining. So I was just saying to the girls, I didn't get the dies for these guys when we got our stamp set. So I had Julie Hawkins's, and I've die cut a few flowers and stuff out. So I've done some in Memento and some in the beautiful basic beige. I am loving the basic beige, and I'm really even loving the leaves. So I think that'll do me. I've got a few pieces there to start with. How is everybody? Monica's just come back from holidays. Chrissy's been busy as a bee. I've got some of your little kits here, Chrissy, in case I decide to need any fussy cutting. So I don't have to fussy cut too much. So yeah, so this little bag box thing fits, I would say, 4 cards in. But we got some memories and more cards. Hello, Heather. How are you, love? I'm just showing everyone all of our beautiful things that we got at retreat. Thank you for a wonderful weekend. So, yeah, and then the other card we made, which, oh, I was so happy. I actually got to learn something new. And I've never done this technique before. And Alice showed us this card with this technique, and basically it's a swing card, and it just swings like that, and you can have your little, you know, maybe different sorts of teas in there, or you could have a little note in there. But it's such a cool mechanism because basically all it is a circle with 2 pies cut out of it and shoved through the top of it. So there's just a what do you call it? A demonstration part. And so that becomes, you stick a piece of paper on that and that becomes your swinging mechanism. So it's pretty darn cool and pretty easy. So yeah, so that was another card we made with Alice, and we just got to colour it. I haven't done anything to the inside of that. And then we've got all these beautiful bits and pieces that I had left over from retreat as well. So I've got a few things on the go, and our Country Birdhouse has a stamp and die, and this is what I got at the at-home kit with Chrissy Graham and Shani Haynes. They did an at-home kit from there. Love the swing card. Surprised you hadn't made one before. No, I hadn't made one before, Chrissy. And yeah, if Shani or Chrissy are ever doing another retreat, this is the kind of surprise you're in for. These are just some of the things from Chrissy and Shani's soiree at the sea. So this is another bag of tricks. And then this is the sampler that Shani taught at the retreat. You still haven't unpacked. Oh, I've unpacked. I've had to put everything away. So I've just grabbed a few things out to do this tonight. So, but I'm very thankful for everyone watching. So I've cut myself, I'm just going to move a few things. I've cut myself some petal pink card bases, and I've got some blends here from the retreat. So I'm going to use those blends. And the only thing I haven't got is a birdhouse stamped out, and that's the country flowers. Did your cookie arrive in one piece? Yes, it did. I haven't yet eaten it, but I want to take a photo of everything before I actually eat it. So I'll just pop them to the side for now. Right, let's get into this. Okay. Now I've got a bit of white cardstock here. Oh no, it's down in my other box. I think I put it. Oh, I've moved everything around, girls, and I tell you, I'm still trying to find where I've put everything. Here we go, look. See? Here's some I prepared earlier. So as I said, I'm going to use Memento ink with our birdhouse, so I can colour that in. It's quite a large birdhouse, so don't be intimidated by the size of it. And when you're pulling these off, just make sure you pull them off very gently, because they're silicone photopolymer, whatever it's called, photopolymer I think. You don't want to stretch it too much. So just pull it off gently, and then just put it on your table and let it just rest. Just grab a block. Okay, now that it's been sitting there for a bit, just check out that it looks a bit, ooh. Is it going to fit on that block? There we go. Hello Ruth, how are you? Moving stuff around is a big mistake. I know, tell me about it. And I'm also going to stamp out some of these little flowers. These little guys here. So let's move that out of the road. I'm not very organised tonight, girls. I was really like struggling to make sure I was here on time. So I'm going to cut this at 3 inches. Oh, actually that might not be big enough. No, I'll go to 4 inches, just in case. There we go. That should be big enough. Look at that. So how you been, Ruth? Okay, now because this is a brand new photopolymer stamp and it hasn't yet been cleaned, I'm going to use my Stamp and Scrub, and I'm going to give it a little scrub, just to give it, take some of that conditioning from the Stampin' Up factory. Spray a little bit of Stampin' Mist on there. Oh, don't breathe that stuff in. Ooh. Just give it a little clean, then wipe it on the dry side. Then I'm going to bring in my chamois. So I hope everybody's been having a great day. Have you been crafting? I hope you have. I didn't today. I was putting all the things away. There we go. Now, if you don't have a chamois, they are in our catalogue as well, towards the back of the catalogue, and they're great for just cleaning the ink off your stamps as you're stamping. So let's get into it. So, because it's photopolymer, we want to use a foam pad, if I can get it out. How's the weather everywhere? I'm finding it a little bit chilly at the moment. Just a little bit chilly. So there's our foam pad and some Memento ink. Now sometimes when you first use these stamps, you might have to stamp it onto your grid paper just to make sure you're going to get a good crisp image. That looks pretty good, so I'll go again now. Make sure when you buy one of these Tuxedo Memento inks that you also buy your refill and that you also store it upside down, because the ink goes to the bottom if you store it the other way. Okay, let's get this on the page now. Now, if you were worried you weren't going to get a crisp image, put it in your Stamparatus or your stamp positioning tool. But I'm pretty happy with that. Get that a little clean now. And probably should have got the bird out, girls. Why didn't you yell at me? It's hoodie and sock weather in Brisbane. It got down to 4.9. It was freezing here on Monday or Tuesday morning, Chrissy. I need the little bird too. Come out, little birdie. I want to play. Bit cool out there, love. Invigorating. Just get a couple more blocks in case we need them. Okay, same deal again. Just let your little bird settle and then pick it up with your block. I have actually used that one before, and these little flowers. So I'll just give it another little clean. Okay, let's stamp this little birdie. Yes, it's pretty cool here. I wouldn't like to live in the cooler climate places. I don't do well with the cold weather. bit of a frog. I'm going to do 2 birdies, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the wing out on the other one and then cut the whole bird out on the other one. And will I fit 2 flowers in here? Maybe. I turn it around. I do hate Memento ink because I seem to get it everywhere. To be very careful with it. See? Told you. So we've got lots happening in the Stampin' Up! World, girls. Anyone who's not a demonstrator might not know, but there's 10% off a stamp and die bundle. So imagine that to be the, here we go, this one. So there's an extra 10% as well as the already 10% off that guy. So bargains, bargains, bargains. Oops, I just knocked the camera. Sorry. Your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This little guy here, which we might use later to cut out the birdhouse. He's an extra 10% off as well. So very good. But let's get to colouring now. My darling husband just turned the aircon on for me, so I will be warm as toast in a minute. So I'm using Summer Splash Pretty in Pink. Now, Pretty in Pink is a returning colour. It was around quite some time ago, but everybody asked for it to come back, so it came back as an in colour this year. So pretty happy about that. And also, I'm going to use, oh dear, what's that one called? Peach Pie. And now, because hubby's put the aircon on, I'll get too hot if I have my jumper on, so I'm getting rid of that. Ditching that. Okay, let's get colouring. So, just gonna flick some colour in there, and I'm using the dark on this one. So Chrissy, are you all unpacked and ready to go again? I saw that Shani's already booked out next year's retreat, so that's good. I really enjoyed Liz's and Heather's and Alice's retreat in Rocky. Oh, and then while I'm still colouring with this colour, I'm just going to put some dark in these parts because I'm going to cut his wing off. Now, I wouldn't call myself a colouring expert, but I'm just having a go, okay? So this one, I'm just going to flick in the top here just to fill that little bit in. Now, I always tend to colour with my nib end rather than my brush tip because I find that I get a better finish with it. And you can colour over the top of that other colour and they will blend in. That's why they're called blends. So see how you're getting the two different coloured on the leaf there, on the wing. So there's his little wing done. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to colour the tulips in Pretty in Pink. What did I pick up? I picked up light. I'll do the dark first. This card will probably take a little bit longer than I normally take to do lives, even though I'm here for ages usually. Just enjoy hanging out with you guys. Hello, Kay. How are you? What did you say same to, Mon? Hello, Del. How are you, love? So just flicking a bit of colour in there. And I might do a pink centre on that one. You're so funny. I'm just in negotiations with my retreat venue for another soiree in July. Just about to advertise one for Christmas retreat sign up using the nib ends. Yes, Mon, I find it much more easier. You've got a lot more control. And then I'm just going to do little circular motions for this one because we don't have a great deal of space in there. So I'm just going to do little circular motions for that one. You're going to be a busy girl, Miss Chrissy. It was a good venue, was it? There we go. Okay. Oh, I forgot some leaves. Come on, girls. Why aren't you singing out to me saying, you forgot, you forgot? So how was your holiday, Monica? I'm sure it would have been amazing. Okay, so let's use some, I'm going to just use light peach pie. Now, if you do go out of the edge of your colouring, we do have a colour lifter blend. I forgot to bring that over, so I'm trying very hard not to go out of the edge of my colouring. Oh, that's so much better. Good accommodation, but the craft room was a little snug and cozy. It was amazing. Nice to be home though. Yes, I can imagine. Living out of suitcases is not my idea of fun. But at least you got to see family and friends. So Chrissy, will you make the numbers a bit smaller to accommodate the craft room, or have they got a different venue at that place as well? There we go. Now, birdie. I didn't leave myself much options, did I? For my bird, don't really want a pink bird, so I'm going to have to go with a peach pie. Lucky birds can be any colours. Yes, fewer numbers. We had the whole building. Oh, that's good. That's awesome. Right, now, because I'm going to put that other wing over it, I'm just going to colour the very edges of the wing there. Dark, that's what we want. shadow, and let's give him a little pink beak. There we go. Right, just watch me fussy cut there for a minute, girls. And then I'll get on to our birdhouse. I'm using my favourite pair of snips. So when you're fussy cutting, excuse me, you're moving the scissors, you're moving the paper and holding your scissors still. Now see how I've got a few little bits of white around the edge of that? I just grab my blend on the nib end and I just colour that in, just so you can't see that bit of white from where you have cut it out. Now I'm just going to trim this a little bit back as well. There we go. So that is what our birdie's going to look like. He's going to have his little bit of wing on there. Actually, I might give him a bit darker chest. Now this is purely optional, girls. You can choose your own adventure with colouring in. As I said, I'm I'm no expert, so let's cut that little guy out. Yeah, well, I'm heading to Cairns in a couple of weeks. Going to catch up with my little grandbaby. They're flying over from WA. So I'll spend a couple of weeks in Cairns with them. And Tennille and the girls are coming up the second week of the school holidays. And we're going to do a bit of sightseeing. They've never been to North Queensland, so we'll take them on a few little expeditions. I haven't booked anything yet. Oh, no worries. Bye, Chrissy. Yeah, I haven't booked anything yet. Accommodations all sorted. But yeah, as far as our adventures, I haven't booked anything. The first week I'll spend solely with Kiralee and Adam at Adam's parents' place. They live in Cairns, so it's a good holiday destination. That's where Kiralee and Adam originally lived before they moved to WA. Yes, it's a bit boring watching me fussy cut, but I hope yous all can hang around and wait for the big reveal. And let's do some flowers. Who else has this set? Or who's looking at getting it? Does anyone have the glass mat? Because it's been brought back, so that's good. I missed out on it first go round. I think after listening and watching people's reaction to it, I think I will get the glass mat this time. Oh, I got a frog in my throat or something. Yeah, so I've seen a lot of people, a lot of demonstrators using it, so they seem to be very happy with it. Makes their crafting experience a lot easier. Going around those leaves. Oh, I nearly chopped it off, I think. Going around those leaves was a bit tricky. I'm going to chop off that other little black thing that's in there. I'm not going to keep that on my flowers. Please make sure you pop in, and pleased to see you watching, Karen. Yes, Kay. She said she found it. Yeah, please pop a comment in. You will go into the draw for one of these cards that I make tonight. I finally, look girls, you'll never believe it. I finally made the draw and have got the envelopes and everything ready, so that I can send them out. Some of them I'll need addresses for. I do appreciate everybody watching. I should have chopped these up before I come on, but as I said, I didn't really know what I was doing. I'm just going to go straight over here to this little tulip. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing before I come on tonight. It's one of those ones where choosing my own adventure, I'm just deciding as I go. Ooh, nearly chopped off the tulip. We had a busy week. We've been to Emerald and back this week, and town and back yesterday. And then we've got town again tomorrow, so I never seem to be home very much lately. Seem to be out and about all the time. There we go. So there's our little flowers. And then our birdhouse, I am going to, actually, I'll just do this other big flower so that I don't have to fussy cut around those tulips. Okay. I've got a private class this weekend with a couple of girls, and then two of my regulars, they've decided to join me on Sunday. So if you're not doing anything on Sunday and want to make a few cards, I still have room if you would like to join us. The ladies that normally come once a month, they've had a few things on lately, and they haven't been able to get here, so just two of them are coming. There's normally 5. So they said offer it to your community, so that's what I thought I would do. And Dell and Marg are going to come out and make some cards. It's always nice to have people in the studio. Oh, it's a little tiny piece. There we go. I've got him now. I've got your blade. I'm over blunt blades. Yes, I've got your blade, and my trimmer I'm using tonight, but I'll be reminding myself to put it out in the morning, so that I don't forget that. And I've got to bring white cardstock in for Megan. There we go. There's our flowers, girls, in our birdhouse. Don't think I want those. Just put that to the side. Right, now, this birdhouse. I am going to do something a little bit tricky with this, if I can. I should have stamped it onto my cards, onto my DSP. But let's see. Don't want those ones, but I do want this little dotty one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the birdhouse, just this top section, in Flirty onto my DSP, and it's going to make a paper pieced piece for the birdhouse. That's for the roof. Now there is dies to cut this out. Hello Marg, how are you, love? I was just talking about you. Were your ears burning? And then on the actual, just so I can see it to cut it out, I'm going to stamp it in grey granite, I think. And that's for the part of the house part of the birdhouse. Just trying to see what other colour we have. I've cut mine up into smaller bits just so that I can, instead of having to drag out the big 12 by 12 packets, I've cut them up into smaller pieces. So now I'm going to stamp the body of the birdhouse in grey granite and stamp that straight onto here. Now, like I said, we could use the dies, but that means I'm going to have to get the die machine out, and when I've just got something simple like this, I'm going to do a very rough cut because our roof is going to be covered. There we go. And then a really rough cut in here as well. And then I'm going to use, it's going to go on there. I'm going to use some wood panel down there for this one. You're much better. I'm pleased about that. It's just saying that you're coming out with Dell on the weekend to craft on Sunday. These scissors are mighty sharp. Right, so into there, to there, across. I know I'm off camera, but I'm sure you don't need to see me fussy cutting this little bit. The other card is going to be quite a simple one. Just going to do some stamping in the background to add some interest. And I'm going to do the teapot with some coloured in flowers in that one. This is a lovely little set, this one. When I saw it on stage, I was like, oh, I don't think I need this birdhouse. But the more I've seen done with it, the more I've decided, yes, it definitely needs to be in my stash. Oh, it's so much better with that heater on. Thank you, my love. There we go. Now we could get away without sticking it on the cardstock, but I'm going to stick it down because I think it'll sit much nicer. Don't use a lot of glue, just a little bit. Glue is my adhesive of choice, but it may not be yours. Use what you're used to using. Try and cover that black stamping if we can. There we go. And now this one, because we've got that little shadow behind there, I'm going to pop it up with some dimensionals. Because it's quite thin, I'm just going to cut my dimensionals in half because we don't need too much bulk there. That one should be right. I might just chop it just a little bit shorter. So love me a good old bit of paper piecing. How much? About that much off. Anyone else done paper piecing with this set? Now, Karen, for you, these might all be foreign terms to you. Karen is one of Kay's team members. And she came to her first coffee and card yesterday. So some of these terms that I'm using might be a bit foreign for her. There we go. Just going to pop that little guy in there, and the other one flicked somewhere, but I don't know where it flicked to. So I'm going to have to chop. Oh, look, here's one. Here's one I prepared earlier. There we go. Stay, mate. And then you're going to go on top of there. There we go. And then I'm going to get a piece of wood from the Country Woods and put on the bottom. Now I've already got some cut there, but it's not wide enough. So let's see. What do you reckon? Beautiful papers in this range. Come on, don't fall out of my hand. Yeah, I think I'll go with that green one, whatever I did with it. This one. Yes, I think that will be perfect. So again, stamping with a lighter color so that you can see what you need to cut out. Now what I also did for my own intent and purposes was put all the colors that go with this suite. So I think I'm just going to use crumb cake on that because it's not very dark crumb cake. And mustard. There we go. And it should fit nicely in here. There we go. I've got ink on it, but that's okay. It's going to be cut away anyway. That'll teach me for stamping where there was already something placed. Okay. I'm losing signal, girls. Hope not. I don't think anyone else has got any internet on in the house. It's been really bad signal around here lately, but terrible. Sometimes I can't even get enough signal to... There we go, look at that. Now, to do your circle in the middle here, you do not need a punch. You've got this little die here to punch it out. Now, what else I forgot to tell you is when I get a new set of dies, I draw around all of these, and so that I know if I'm missing one. So I'm just going to stick that one on. Might need some new glue. There we go. I'm so glad that we're cutting this out because I would have been really annoyed with that. Now I will grab the die cutting machine and I will die cut this birdhouse out very quickly. Now just be careful as you're getting them off the double-sided tape here because you don't want to bend your dies. There we go. So, I need my die cutting machine. You just hop out of the road. And then I got this really cool little, I don't know, zipper case from Daiso when I was in Melbourne the other day. And it fits all of my plates in it. So we need this one. Oh, I shouldn't have put the roof on yet, girls. Oh well, I'm gonna have to trim some of that down anyway, otherwise it's not gonna fit in the mini. Now the mini and the big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine are both an extra 10% off, so that is amazing news. There we go. All right, let's just make sure we've got this lined up before we send it through. Got a bit of washi here. I'll just put a bit of that on. Who doesn't own a die cutting machine? Oh, they're one of the best inventions ever, I reckon. Make life so much easier. Here we go. Now, I'm not really putting a lot of pressure on this. Oh, we need to put this guy in to cut out the window. All right, let's go. Ready? But I shouldn't have put my foamed up roof on. There we go. Couldn't live without it. I know, Ruth. Look at that, girls. Beautiful. Come on. Come off. There we go. Could have gone a little bit closer. Might have to give that a trim before I put it on the go. You can go down there now. Right, my card. As I said, I had a petal pink base. I'm going to score that at 14.85, girls. There we go. Move my cutting blade out of the road. I must have cut this out of a 12 by 12 piece because it's a bit long. Oh, now my blade's going blunt. You must have put the hoodoo on me, Kay. There we go. And I'm also going to run my some cardstock through the big Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. I'm really not happy with that. I think I'll really have to trim that. But this is what we're looking like, girls. I'm gonna have a little birdie poking out there. He looks pretty cute with his extra bit of wing up here. That'll be on dimensions. And then I'm going to put a few little flowers down here. And then I'm going to pop that one on the edge. It's looking pretty cute. Now, yeah, I'm going to put some, what to do with the other packet of paper? Here it is. And put some of the country lace paper through the embossing folder, not that one. Don't want either of those ones. This one is the one I want. Even though it's got the design on it, I want to make the design stick out a little bit more. So I'm going to run that through with the embossing folder. Which I had just here, but now I can't find it. Oh, here it is. It's the eyelet embossing folder. I'm going to run that through with that one, just to make that a little bit more pronounced. But I have to go behind me to do that. Fingers are not working tonight. Now you could possibly match this up, but I think that's going to take me more time than it's worth. Let's have a look. Oh no, maybe not. Yeah, there'll only be certain patches lined up. So I'm just going to put it through. Put it through. There we go. So we want to have plate number 1 and plate number 4. So number 4, your grey mat, because it's a 3D folder. Now when you put them through, if you cut them to a precise measurement, they will shrink. So that's why I left mine a little bit bigger. My card is all wrong. Let me find my measurements. Because my card is only 4 inches wide. whereas it should be 4 1/8. So I'm going to have to chop this one down a bit. That's frustrating. There we go. Take a bit off that end. That's a bit better. And some off of that last bit there. Got a big mess here tonight, girls. It must mean I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun playing along with me, watching my adventure unfold. Let's see. Still think we need another little smidge off of that. Would be better with the little trimmer. Let's get that out of the road. How's that? I really wish they would bring back the these trimmers, because the other day my husband was using it and I'm like, don't break it on me, because it has yeah, don't break the dinosaur. It has the hinge part here. The spring is broken, so you have to not go too far back, otherwise it tends to get stuck. Hello Deb, how are you, love? Lovely to see you here. Is it a bit cold in Emerald? There we go. How's that looking? Oh, look, much better, much happier. I just got to trim off these excess bits on this, because that's annoying me. Have you been doing any craft, Deb? I know you're a very busy lady. Oh, you had show holiday today, didn't you? Or was that yesterday? There we go. Our birdhouse is looking a little bit nicer. It's not so rough around the edges now. There we go. No, my creativity has been off. Yes. Yes, I can imagine, love. Oh, you might need to get yourself down here to StudioShabaz and have a weekend of it. My door's always open, as many of these ladies know. Look at that. I'm happier with that. Let's start sticking this baby together. Like I said, I didn't know what I was making right at the very beginning. I still don't really know. I'm just deciding as we go along. Just wanted to have a little play with both of these stamps sets. So I always flick my card open to make sure my layer is straight. There we go. I'll put it in the sandbox, whatever they call it now, asking to bring the trimmer back. Yes, most definitely. Okay, so let's pop him up on dimensionals. I did have them here, hiding them. Yes, I have put it in the sandbox quite a few times, Lisa. But we just need to keep asking. That's like someone said on the weekend at the retreat that they would love our, you know how we got a few years ago the little bag that you can put all your tools in, a tool bag carry thing. They were like, oh, I wish they had them still. And I said, yeah, I wished I had some more, could get some more of them too. Right. Pop you there. Don't want that piece. There we go. And then I'll do the same from this other side. Take that wider one off first and then chop in the middle. I don't know about you guys, but I prefer the mini dimensionals to the big ones. You get more in your package. That's a great little bag. Yes, it is a great little bag. Goes everywhere with me. There we go. And I'm just going to put a couple around where the actually I might just do that. A couple around the opening of that bird box. There we go. So a little bit of paper piecing, a little bit of colouring, and a little bit of fussy cutting. You could have cut them out with the dies. Oh, I need another little tiny bit just for there. Probably a little bit of overkill, but just pop it down, don't push it down, and just check that it's straight before you actually press it down. Happy with that? Right, come here, Mr. Birdie. Now, I'm going to put a couple of bits on him. Oops, have I lost signal? Nope. Thought I did. I'm going to put them inside the hole so that he can sit as if he's sitting inside the hole. Definitely have a frog in my throat. Margaret, did you give me your frog? I hope not. Margie's been a little bit unwell. There we go. There's our little bird. And then I'm just going to pop his wing up. Now this card is not a card that you would be posting to anyone. This will be a hand delivery jobby because he's got a bit of dimension about him. Okay. I don't even know who's having a birthday soon. I haven't really checked my calendar lately. Oh, look. He's looking very cute. He could have some little twigs in his mouth, but I'm going to put this guy down here. Actually, no, I'm going to put this guy down here first with a little bit of dimension behind him. What sentiment am I going to use, girls? What have we got in this set? Let me just grab that for you. We've got hoping you have the best day ever. Happy birthday, hello friend. I think just for all intent and purposes that hello friend would be the perfect one. Let's have a look here. Right, stick that one down. And then I'm going to stick this one on top of it. Just so we've got a bit of greenery on that as well. There we go. And now we need a little bit to do our sentiment. I think I will use this piece here. Right. I think I'm going to go with hello friend. Hello darkness, my old friend. That song was on today. Right. Don't know what I did with that circular bit. Oh, I did put it back. That's good. Okay, let's get that out. Hello friend. Yes, Mum, I think hello friend too. There we go. I used that one on the weekend at the retreat. So just let it rest on your grid paper and then put your block on top of it. Now, we do need our foam pad again because we're going to be stamping on a little bit lighter piece of paper. I think I will use crumb cake this time for our words. Give it a little tap. You don't need to press hard. Looks pretty good to me. So I'm just going to stamp that down there and trim it with the little trimmer. And that's not very straight. So let me straighten it up. I did just chop it, but I didn't really think about what I was chopping. That's better. I think it needs to go a little bit further over. Let's have a look. Still a little bit crooked. There we go. Now, I'm just going to cut an angle, and then that piece that I just chopped off, I'm going to pop at this end so I can make sure I get it the same angle. There we go. It's a bit hard to see basic beige on basic beige, but there we go. Hello, friend. Oh, I shouldn't have chosen that same color. I'm gonna have to put it up there because it's not gonna look good down there. Too bad, so sad. Right, hello friend. Oh, actually it might look okay down there. There we go. One card has taken me so long, I don't know whether I should keep going. What are we doing? Yes, I've been going over an hour. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, so I'm just going to put some dimensionals on that one because I want to show you some more things that what everybody has. Lisa, you were one of the names that were drawn out for the draws, so thank you for commenting, and Thank you for watching along. Margie, you were one of the names that was drawn out as well. So let's have a look. Hello, friend. I'm really not liking that, girls. Really not liking that at all. What colour should we use? I don't really want to use that colour either. What about this one? We've got no grey anywhere else. Actually, you know what? Because this card's not the right size, I'm going to use this. There's my word again. Where's my crumb cake? It's a beautiful card. I better get off and do some more work. Okay, Deb, thanks for joining in, honey. Yes, your name will go in the draw and you could possibly win this card that I'm taking forever to make. Hello, friend. Let's do that. Actually, we might do two, and then I can chop the hello and then fussy cut the friend. Yes, it was lovely to see your beautiful face here, Deb. There we go. Just going to chop the hello completely off. There we go. Make it straight. Oh, gonna chop my fingers off, I think. That's what I'm gonna do. There we go. There's our hello, and let's fussy cut friend. Well, it's toasty in here now, girls. It's very nice. I have to go up to a cold house, my little old cottage. It's very cold. We turn not the aircon, we turn the electric blanket on for 20 minutes and our bed's nice and warm. And in we hop. Uh-oh, bit close to the F there. Now these, this set has some gold, smoky slate coloured pearls, but I don't have them. Oh, I'm going to have trouble with that bit. Should have chopped it first. So I think I'm just going to put some of our what are they called? Peach pie. There we go. Look at that. Hello, friend. That's better. Happier with that. There we go. Stick that one on. Oh, now, I didn't want that to happen, did I? I'll have glue everywhere. Right. I'm going to pop him in there. Hello, friend. Bit of glue on this. And a bit on that bit. There we go. Whoa. See, I told you I'd have glue on my card. Hello, friend. There we go. Right, now, bling, bling, bling. Let's use these ones. Thanks for those of you who've stuck around with me to see at least one card finished. Like I said, I didn't really know what I was doing tonight, so not really prepared. One there, and then I'm going to stick a big one. Whoa! He doesn't want to go on the card. This one, there it goes. I think I might put it down here. There, and another little tiny one. There. Hello, friend. There we go. He's got a bit of glue on there. I'll get the glue rubber into him and fix him up. But there is my card. I'm not going to do a second one because I want to show you all the people who have got their names drawn out for the cards that we have made over the previous 11 Thursday nights. So I'll just clean up a little bit. I'll be able to use that on another card. So yeah, there's our card for today. Right. So let's get in here. So these go right back to that glue is going to annoy me. Just clean it off. There we go. Yeah, these go right back to March 28th, so I'm really, really sorry. Thank you. Good night, Marg. Sorry I kept you so long. Yeah, Kaz Hurst has won this one. I don't know if you remember me making this. This is a watercoloured background and then watercoloured flowers. So that was with the in colours that were retiring. So Kaz, you've won that one. And then Miss Del Bowler, if you're still here, you have won this one from the 4th of April using the Delightfully Eclectic paper. There we go. So that'll be perfect for your little granddaughter. Thanks, Mum. Hiding it there. Julianne Hawkins, if you're here, you have got this one. I think you're going to have to give it to one of your grandsons so he can give it to his dad. But it's a fishing one. So I've had so much fun making these cards, girls. Vicky Allenson, oh, I better not pull that off because I need to ask her address just to confirm. Is the Stippled Roses. That was the one we did and coloured with blends. Deb Coughlin, you have won the Two-Tone Flora card with the embossed border. That one, that's on the new Basic Beige. Sally McIntyre, you have won this card The sky is the limit. So this is some DSP from the Thoughtful Journey, and then this card is from the Memories and More packs. None of these cards will be written in. You will get another card from me that will have some lovely words in it. Lisa Atley, are you still with us? You have won the Frames and Flowers card. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That little guy that I used with one of the sketches out of the catalogue. Amanda Fitzgerald, you have got the Unbounded Beauty card. Best of luck. This was the one I taught yesterday at Coffee and Cards. So using the new Unbounded Love. Ah, yes, yay, you're there. Very good. So I'll show you again just in case you missed it. Lisa. The Flowers and Frames. This one is the one you have won. I will need your address too, lovely. Send it in a message if you could. Margaret Duffy, you were going to bed, but you have won this Thanks a Bunch card with the coffee little latte. That one. And I know your address. Now this one is Kathy Herzog. She is from overseas. I'm not really sure how I can contact her. She's a follower. So Kathy, if you're watching, this is the card that you have won. Now I did have something else under there, but I wasn't happy with it. So I added some tree stumps to that one. And then Virginia Kilmore, I think, she got last week's blended card with the bleach. This was just a little tiny one, this one. So, and then some lucky recipient is going to win tonight's card. So, oops. There we go. Tonight's little beauty. There we go. I really do appreciate everybody tuning in. I might give this a little sprinkle with Winker Stella, some of these flowers and stuff, so might be a little bit different, but I do appreciate you watching, and thanks again. Good night now. Bye.